Welcome back, everyone. I am the World Archivist, here to bring you the stories of the wider multiverse. When last we left the Phoenix States, preparations were being made for an offensive to drive back the mysterious invaders. This week, that offensive, codenamed Operation Axolotl, begins. However, such an operation cannot succeed without a guarantee of aerial supremacy. And that is where the first phase of this battle, Operation Sundance, comes into play. This is Baron Leader. Squadron, report in. Hundreds of fighters of various models took to the sky in what was to be the largest aerial assault of this entire war. Ranging from the standard Acri fighters to the rarer but still mass-produced Peregrines. High Command had hoped to acquire some of the newest Eagle fighters for the campaign. But due to the experimental nature of those fighters, the request was denied. But Flight Commander Norman West was not concerned with that information at the moment. Rather, the status of his squadron took priority in the lead-up to this battle. An inquiry that was soon answered by the blaring of his radio, each member of the 7-plane squadron sounding off. Baron 2 standing by. Baron 3 ready for action. Baron 4 ready. Baron 5 standing by. Baron 6, weapons are hot.
Baron 7, ready to kick some tail, sir.
Alright, everyone. Maintain close formation. I don't want anyone shot down because they thought they could fly solo. These monsters might be dumb, but they're still a tough fight. Speaking of which, sir, I see enemy fighters dead ahead. True enough, multiple shapes could be seen in the distance. The orange-yellow glow of their engines illuminating greenish boxy forms which surge forward, clunky weapons platforms charging up. They appeared to be of a shoddy design, but they were not to be underestimated. Many a good pilot did so, and were shot down for their hubris. The seconds that passed felt like an eternity. West's heart pounded in his chest as they drew closer, closer, closer. Then, without warning, explosions all around as the battle began. Machine guns opened up with torrents of bullets which tore through the boxy craft, engines exploding or cockpits being torn open by streams of fire. Beams of energy tore through biplanes in response, fighters exploding in giant balls of fire, or pilots suddenly missing their upper body. Barons 3 and 4 were caught in the opening engagements, sent plummeting to the ground as the rest of the squadron entered dogfighting range. Norman was forced to pull up to avoid colliding with an enemy craft, as Baron 2 moved to pursue another. Barons 5 to 7 were quickly tied up as well, leaving the commander alone as he navigated through the chaos of the battle. Taking out another craft as he descended from the initial maneuver, then veering to the left to avoid return fire, which blew up an unfortunate Peregrine. An enemy then tried to get a lock on him from behind, but its efforts were rewarded with death as the Fanoian pilot pulled a complex maneuver where he pulled up to the point of slowing down and using the downward pull of gravity to reorient and tear into it with machine gun fire. Similar duels took place throughout the skies. Acri fighters circled around, trading shots with the enemy as Peregrines charged enemy battle formations. And to the east of the commander's position, a fleet of 24 Vulture bombers could be seen barreling through the battle lines, shielded by a thick layer of point defense fire. Massive screens of bullets which reduced craft to scrap. But such a shield was not impenetrable, as laser fire was able to strike 3 bombers, sending them crashing into the waste below. Several parachutes opened up moments later, indicating that the crews were able to bail out. As if fate decided to play a joke, West's plane was suddenly struck, tearing off the right wing and forcing it into a downward spin. His training taking over, Norman was able to quickly bail out, despite the circumstances. Norman cursed to himself as he watched his plane crash to the ground. The mechs are gonna kill me for this.